I want to show you the benefits of chasing your dream, which I just explained, but also that it isn't an end-all solution, and I don't want you to get caught up in thinking that it's going to solve everything. And there's a reason for this that I personally can tell you from personal experience and from having clients and having friends and seeing what really fucking works, right? Hey guys, Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Today I want to talk about being on your mission, going after your dream, having your passion. What effect does this have on your dating life and your sex life and your romance life? Is it necessary? Does it help? And if so, how much? So this has always been something we've talked about on the website in articles. I've talked about it in many videos where I just give quick explanations of things that make you an attractive man. Dressing well, being in shape, taking care of yourself, being on your mission, going after your passion, going after your dream. And this is 100% true. It completely changes the way that not only women, but people treat you, large in part because it changes the way that you feel about yourself. You're busy, so you're doing something and your attention is taken away from maybe obsessing about a girl or worrying about your social status, or if you got laid in the past month or something, because your mind doesn't have time to obsess over these things and worry. It also makes you confident because you feel as if you're making progress. You're possibly making money if you're well along, or if you're already making money with it. You are getting good feedback. Your self-esteem is being built not by your romantic success or your lack of romantic success. Your confidence is being imbued from something external to your pickup. Is kind of a very personal thing, it feels like you're being rejected, but when it comes to your dream, still, of course, you're going to feel rejected if you don't get a certain job or get in a certain school, or a project fails or a business fails. Of course, I get it. But it does feel a little bit more like that's my skill. At least that's my experience with it. And so I haven't taken failures in those domains as personal as I did in pickup and seduction and relationships. And it is something that feels larger than life. When you're dealing with seduction and girls, it can sometimes, you can take it very seriously, and I have in many instances, because I was very passionate about it, and my dream actually was women, and it created this very interesting, I had dreams outside of it, of course, but a large part of my life for the past 10 years was women. And that created a very strange dynamic of I'm chasing my dream, but at the same time I'm worried about women. But when you get upset about women, it can kind of seem petty if you're not trying to be a dating coach or master women, and when you realize the pettiness of it and the fact that it's not so important, even though I would say it is, and I think that people should take it a little more seriously, but this is the train of thought of being on your mission, you can detach yourself from it and not be so upset, because you can say, okay, well, I have this going on in my life and I'm on my grind, I'm on my shit, I'm making money, or I'm trying to make money, and I don't have time to worry about these bitches. And there is validity to that, right? All of these different things are playing with each other, and they're going to affect how you feel about yourself. People are gonna see you differently. You're gonna walk with your chest puffed out, your back straight, you have this light in your eye where you're on your mission, and it's just changing your energy, right? If you are on your mission and you are chasing your passion, or you love what you do, whatever it is, you understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, you at least understand the lack of it. You understand the feeling of you're lost and you don't know what you're doing, and it can really affect the rest of your life, especially your dating life. So I want to make it very clear, right? Being on your mission, chasing your passion, chasing your dream is very, very effective for your happiness and your self-esteem in general. And it can help with girls because you're gonna look more confident. You're gonna have an assertiveness to you. And girls are attracted to that energy, right? I've probably over-explained it enough. That being said, it is not the magic solution that I think a lot of people are making it, and and even some channels that I watch that I really respect and I like, they tend to really focus on this. And I see why they do, because they probably personally, maybe they had some success with women, but then they saw that they had so much more success when they stopped giving so much of a fuck because they were focused on their mission, right? They stopped chasing pussy and they were chasing money, and women followed, right? You're gonna lose money chasing women, but you're never gonna lose women chasing money, right? And there is truth to that. But I think that it's a little oversold, and girls chase in particular, and I've talked to Chase about this a lot. A lot of companies, what they do, because we watch the industry, is that they start out as pickup or seduction, and then they eventually, always across the board, they either just fail out, or the guy pulls out and it stops, or they evolve into general self-improvement, fitness, finance, etc., or they move into like really esoteric stuff like your vibrations, and it's all inner game and blah, blah. And there's marketing reasons for that, and PR reasons for that, and probably personal reasons. They get tired of talking about this shit. It's also a lot easier to market. It's a lot more acceptable in the mainstream. And so I get why they do it. And of course there could be just like personal reasons. Like I said, they just are tired of talking about pickup, or, they're so advanced now that they don't have to think about the minutia and the details of pickup. They can just focus on the big picture stuff. But I've talked to Chase about this, and we want to stick to game. We always want to stick to game. Yes, we'll dabble in these things and we'll explain them a little bit and maybe write one article or one video about it. But at its core, Girls Chase is about girls, right? It's about girls chasing you, right? That's why it's Girls Chase, English, right? So focusing on that, I want to show you the benefits of chasing your dream, which I just explained, but also that it isn't an end-all solution, and I don't want you to get caught up in thinking that it's going to solve everything. And there's a reason for this that I personally can tell you from personal experience and from having clients and having friends and seeing what really fucking works, right? So you can make a motivational video about how, you're chasing the paper and bitches are going to come after you and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it'll work a lot of times. However, I know of a lot of instances where it doesn't work. I've seen a lot of guys at the club who are fucking successful, and also, right, it's not just about chasing your dream, being in shape, general self-improvement, right, being a high-value man, but we're talking about chasing your dream specifically. They had it all, and they were still not getting bitches. Now, what those people will say sometimes is, well, I don't care. I'm on my mission, right? It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, but it's kind of like you saying to me, you're a business coach or a finance coach, and I'm like, all right, I want to make money. And you're like, well, don't worry so much about making money. You're going to make more money not worrying about making money, because you're going to be stressed about it and you're going to be more happy and da da da. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Like, there's probably some truth to that, but I still need to pay my fucking rent. Okay. So same thing with the dating. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be so worried about not getting the pussy, and you shouldn't be so obsessed with this girl and da da da. But you still want to get laid, right? You still want to get a girlfriend. So let's be realistic here and practical here. So I've seen guys who are on their mission and on their shit, and they're still not getting the pussy, right? Is being a high-value guy enough, right? I have one client in particular who is a super example, and I wish I could like show you him, right? But of course, I'm not gonna show him. This guy is good looking as fuck, right? If I was gay, I'd fuck the dude, okay? Looks like a fucking model. He's in shape. He's the sweetest guy ever. He's so nice. Girls die for him, right? He's well educated. He has a good job, and he's moving towards what he loves to do in his field. He's got the whole fucking package, okay? He's even 6 foot, right? It's literally like almost every box is checked with this guy. Now, he doesn't get zero success, okay? I'll be very clear. Like, he has gotten laid. But before I worked with him, he had a lot. He didn't get laid for 8 months, right? And he had been laid in the past. It wasn't like he was a total loser. And he's not a loser by any means. But he has serious troubles with women. Now, his particular kind of like equation, right, is that he's so good looking and so awesome that he actually runs into the trouble where girls don't feel they're good enough for him, okay? And he literally hears this from them. They'll play all these games and not text him and da-da-da, and then he'll meet them and see them, run into them, and they'll just go all over him and text him after they saw him, and they're just looking at him like he knows what it looks like for a girl to want to suck his dick. And he's so confused by this behavior. Now, this is what we call attainability problems, right? Now, this requires you to have game. You have to know how to adjust to your interaction with the girl, and I could go more into it, but it's kind of outside the scope of this video. But he has exactly what a lot of people are selling as the answer to getting good with women. And since our focus is getting girls, and the response isn't just, okay, well, don't worry about it. No, he's literally worried about it, and he gets stressed about it, and with good reason, because he sees a lot of really crazy bullshit from women, right? So everything he's doing right, and he's getting attraction from women, but he's not getting the results that I think he's really capable of, okay? So he is a perfect example, and this is gonna be, I want you to remember this. It's an easy way to kind of remember this. Being on your mission and being a high value man, it gets you attraction. That's for sure. Going to the gym, dressing good, all that shit, okay? But it doesn't necessarily get you action. Say that again. Chasing your dream, being a high value man, it gets you attraction, but it doesn't necessarily always get you action. In order to get action, you're gonna need to have game, okay? And one more example to really drive this home. I know guys who aren't on their shit. And I myself, for a long time, wasn't on my shit. Now, my mission was particularly girls, but I think it kind of canceled out because I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, but it's about her. Or, that girl. So it's like, I have this like great larger than life energy, but it also is kind of evened out by the fact that maybe that's going on her and she feels all high and mighty because I'm really passionate and interested, because I am a very passionate guy. So sometimes I'd have trouble where girls kind of get a big head because I'm just such a passionate guy. Some girls it really works and some girls it really didn't. So I was on my shit, okay? But there were times during this journey that I was really fucking lost. I was depressed, I was fucking poor, I didn't know what to do in the next couple months. I was having anxiety, I was having personal issues, relationship issues, fucking everything, okay? And yet, I was still getting pussy. And I was still getting girls because I knew game, right? I was a loser, but I knew game and I was getting pussy. And a lot of times more than any of the guys I know who were successful, in better shape than me, better looking than me, have more money than me, more successful, more driven, working harder, etc. Okay? I know guys outside of myself too, fucking losers. By most accounts, fucking losers. But they're charismatic, they're funny, they're sexy. Some of them aren't even that good looking, but they got charisma, they're funny as shit. They know game, they know girls because they've had success with them and they learn how they work. So, low value man by most life accounts, getting more pussy, okay? So you can be high value, not be getting pussy, and you can be low value and getting a lot of pussy. The logic there is you gotta learn game, okay? You gotta learn how girls work, you gotta learn how they think, you gotta learn how to talk to them, you gotta learn what to do in certain situations. You gotta know how to respond to that text, how to act when a girl's acting this way, how to respond to her, how to see her, how to think about her, okay? And that's what this entire channel is dedicated to, is teaching you game. I advocate for you to chase your passion, become a high value man. I talk about it a lot. But it's not an end-all solution. In the end, you gotta focus on game. Game is an independent variable that can be affected by other variables in your life, but it is independent in that it can work almost entirely by itself, and your entire life could be fucked up. You could be fucking homeless probably, right? And you can still be picking up girls and getting pussy, okay? So focus on your dream, get in good shape, fashion, all that shit, but learn game. And if you don't learn game and you rely only on your value external to that, what happens when that's lost? If you learn game, you really never lose it. You'll have rough patches and you'll be rusty, but you're never gonna lose it. You're always gonna have that. And you're never gonna get comfortable with whatever this lifestyle is providing you of pussy. Because if you lose it, or you're getting in relationships, that's where it really picks up. Is you can be high value, but staying in a relationship, being high value is not gonna keep you going in a happy relationship. You're gonna have to know relationship management, which is another aspect of game. It's not pickup, but it's related. So you gotta learn how girls work, how to treat girls, how to deal with girls. So focus on game. Cool. All right, that was the point of this video. It's something that needs to be said now because so much of the industry is moving towards general self-improvement. And it might seem like I'm hating on, not at all. I'm really trying not to do that. I just want you to focus on and it can feel lame because you feel like you're chasing after girls. But look, you're the man, you gotta make shit happen, okay? You're Poppy, you're Daddy, you're leading the charge, you're the warrior, you're the adventurer. You're gonna have to make shit happen. Don't feel like you're a simp or a loser if you're pursuing girls. You can have girls chase you, but you're still pursuing them. Whether you're on your grind or not, because you don't know what your grind is, okay? So if you want a general process for getting these girls, of course you can subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell, keep up to date. Most of my videos are very practical and deal with specific situations. But if you're looking for kind of a macro approach to this, to how to meet a girl, how to get her number, how to take her on a date, what to do on the date, and it teaches you these principles of game, right? How does compliance work? How does arousal work? How does building a bond with a girl work? That we teach you in our course, our flagship course called One Date. It's in the description below, so check it out, and it'll give you the foundation with which to work on to better your dating life and learn game and learn how women work in female psychology. And then watch these videos on this channel to get more specific information about very niche situations, okay? Cool, so check out One Date in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow me on Instagram. See you soon, ciao.